Me and a lot of people in our friend group weren't even sure if one of our close friends was gay still. Well, we knew he was still bisexual, but we didn't even know if he was still dating this one guy. I'm getting too far ahead. This was around high school, around when quarantine started. A good friend of ours that we've known for several years started dating this one guy. He was a mutual of one of our friend's cousins, and he managed to join the Discord, and he was just chilling with us for a while. And those two had a lot in common, seemingly, and they got together. We didn't think it was anything crazy. It was just, okay, these two are dating. You know, nothing wrong with that. We're not really homophobic. And they had gotten together during quarantine. Now, due to quarantine happening, I'd say a lot of me and my friends' social skills when it comes to being open, talking to each other about our feelings and our emotions weren't really that good. To make this story simpler, I'll call my gay friend Jay. Jay's partner, the friend of another friend's cousin, ended up having a disagreement with a lot of people in our friend group and ended up leaving the server. I wasn't really active at the time, so I didn't really know much about what was going on, but I heard something along the lines of he didn't feel like people liked him there. So for me, I didn't really care because I never really knew him because I wasn't really active at the time. But as around like a year or two passed, we sort of got this question of, is Jay still dating that guy? Now, Jay wasn't really like open about his relationship or anything like that. He wasn't really open about a lot of stuff. He was sort of an enigma in the friend group. He just sort of was always there. He was always chill. And he'd talk about like video games and stuff like that. But none of us really had the emotional intelligence or the balls to ask, hey, are you and this person still dating? Even though it doesn't seem like a monumental thing, that felt like, whoa, the craziest breach of privacy in the world for some reason. So we weren't even really sure. It wasn't like it was a super insane, oh my god, is this happening? Is this not happening? It was just sort of a curiosity that we had in our brains that couldn't be solved. Now, it was around a year or two after Jay's partner left the friend group, and we've sort of had this question of, are they still together? We're not really sure. When I was at a party, it was at my house, and Jay was leaving. He was one of the last ones to go, and I decided to ask him. Or I sort of tried to softly imply, where I was just like, oh yeah, I'm not seeing anyone right now. Are you seeing anybody? And Jay was like, he took a moment, and he was like, do you remember that one guy that was in the friend group and is gone? I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Acting as if, oh yeah, I remember him, instead of thinking, were they together this entire time? I'm not really sure, and I'm not sure how to ask. I finally got the answer, and I quickly relayed this information to the others. But thankfully, years later, we are more emotionally vulnerable and are able to ask questions like that casually. But that sort of felt like the first step into, being emotionally open with friends. Asking that question you feel a little uncomfortable with. Was it really this Herculean task that I had built up in my mind with like another friend of mine? Not really. But at the time, that felt like the craziest, like, whoa, I can't believe I managed to do that. I feel like a detective. I feel like I just solved the case. Like, it really wasn't a big deal. It's just two dudes dating. So yeah, this video is inspired by Gato Finglo. I love his content. I love all of his videos. My life, admittedly, is not as interesting as his is. And if you want to see why I made a whole video inspired by it and why I might make even more, check out Gato Finglo's channel. And I guess I just have to end this now because I sort of ran out of... That's all of the story, really. It really wasn't that crazy of a story. I don't know why I felt like I'd be telling a tale of insanity and complete mind-bending experience when it was literally just me asking a friend a question that I was too scared to ask him for 2 years. I guess I gotta just do these a little bit more and I'll get more into the groove of it. Check out Gato Finglos. I love this kind. I've been addicted to this kind of content recently. And yeah, have a good night.